Hi, I'm Leigh Nash, head chef at the Norfolk Hotel, and today we're going to be running through my salt and pepper squid with green papaya salad. First of all, we need to remove the tentacles and the head from the rest of the body. So first, we'll really gently just kind of work your fingers in a little bit like that without breaking that ink sac. Then very gently, just pull that out like that. A bit more, boom. And then we have the head, the ink sac just there, which you can always keep and make a nice risotto or something with. And we want to keep all these tentacles and use all of these because this is one of my favourite parts of the squid actually. So you've just got to pinch down towards the tentacles there, and you have the beak pop out just there. Use the back of the knife and just pop it out. Get your fingers and get the rest of that bit out, and it comes out relatively easy. Then we separate the rest of the body, the head here, from the tentacles. Just get them and cut that in half like that. And that's a good size to serve, just like that. We're just going to get in here, and there's this little bone, but it's more like a little clear piece of plastic inside. At the top of the wings, these little flapper wings here that help it swim along. We just kind of pinch that, and that just separates quite easily, just like that. And we can run our finger down it, and it just kind of opens up. You can just peel that off like that. There we go. And then just get the back of the knife and just scrape the rest of that off. Then we insert the knife down the side, just the tip cutting along like that. Straight through. Back of the knife once again, and we just scrape it off like that. And then we have our clean tube and our tentacles. So the next part for the cooking process is we score the inside of the flesh so it gets a nice curl and a nice even cook. And we turn it over that way and we go back the other way. Then you end up with these nice little triangles like this. And we're just going to cut it into smaller pieces, straight down the middle, and then cut that into little triangles. In terms of size, you're probably looking at about 5-6 centimetres. Then it's ready for cooking. So, next process is we're going to take the chilli. We're going to put it in our mortar and pestle here, and we're going to take some lime leaf. We've got some very finely shredded kaffir lime leaf here. We're going to pound these so that when we toss the salad, you just got all those beautiful aromatic spices and flavours just happening. So, as you can see, starting to get a nice paste going on there. Now that is the base flavour and the beginning of our green papaya salad, also known as som tam. So the next part is we'll get our papaya, and that goes in. We start with just a little bit. Now, the way that we're doing this is we're not smashing it as hard as we were at the beginning with our paste. We're just coming in just a little bit, just to bruise. Same thing, get those juices flowing. We don't want to end up with a mushy salad. We just want to bruise the papaya basically. It's like a Thai workout, this one. Good way to start your day. So we're starting to get a nice colour into that papaya. A little bit bruised, but not sloppy, not smashed to pieces. Aromatic, flavoursome, juicy papaya there with all our paste. And that's the beginning of our salad. Next, I'm going to divide this salad into 2 individual portions so I can get a nice even toss. Then we're going to add a little bit more finely sliced chilli. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I do because I love chilli. Some more of this beautiful aromatic kaffir lime leaf. Next, we've got some bean sprouts, probably about 1/3 of a cup per person. Nice thin pieces of cucumber. Fresh herbs, of course. Southeast Asian food, it's all about the fresh herbs. So I've got a nice mix here of Thai basil, coriander and mint. And I've got some pink grapefruit. cut into little segments like that, so there's no pith, so there's none of that really bitter white pith. So it's just a nice piece of fruit there like that. Now this is the dressing, Nam Jim, also known as Thai seafood sauce. Sweet, salty, sour, spicy. Basically this is your seasoning for the salad. You don't need to add salt and pepper to it. First part is we're going to assemble a plate. We're going to get the green chili mayo, and we just start with a little bit. Like building a house, you've got to create a nice foundation on the bottom before you can build up. A few little presentation pieces on top. That's our plate there. While we've been doing all that, I've had the oil gently heating up. So we're sitting at 181 right now, which is great because it's going to drop slightly once we put our squid in. So first of all, we'll put about half a cup of flour. It's important that you really coat that squid. Coat it really, really well. And that's going to give us a nice crust on the outside. We put it in our sieve just so we get off all the excess. Okay, we're going to start here, 1/3. Gently place it in, hear the sizzle, and just gently drop it in like that. I'm just gently tossing that through. Now we're looking at about 60 seconds. Just watch out for the little pops. Sometimes the tentacles can let off a little snap, crackle, pop, so you just got to be careful of that. Oh, you can hear it. So that's all of that out. Once you've cooked, turn off your heat. We're seasoning the squid before we plate it. My salt and pepper mix, Szechuan salt, chili salt. We're just going to plate a little bit at a time. Little bit. And there you have it. Our salt and pepper squid with green papaya salad here at the Norfolk Hotel.